So yeah, both players rebuilding the Codex. We'll see if Alhazard gets birds out quicker to deal with enemy birds, because that was kind of the main pressure tool, is getting birds out and then buffing them is really dangerous when you're dealing with strength. So looking at law and future, I guess for futures tech ones, he has some very difficult things to use without using the purple starter. So Knight of the Conclave is the first one, and it's a 0-cost forecast 3, 4/4. So extremely high value card if you can get it in with Seers and Tinkerers and Time Spirals and stuff. But we're not playing with all the paths and starter deck stuff to use, so it can be kind of tough. Gilded Glax's ability protects it from its own rewind, but also makes it immune to spells like Sacrifice the Weak or Undo and things. So you have to actually kill it with combat damage. So it's a good body. 3 gold for 3/4, not bad. So Alhazard, what's the use of future in this build? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, because the typical usage for Gilded Glax is to be able to spam rewind. That's the in-color version. Because if you can rewind, and you still have gold in your pile, the ultimate spell for Prin, it's your max level past hero can cast it and return all units to their hands, but Gilded Glax can't die that way. So I see it now. Is the combination with this card. So similar card, but it'll work the same. It's actually cheaper to play, far cheaper to play than a rewind. It's only 10 gold. This time, Alhaz is on the play. He plays a Smoker, Rook, and against Smoker, safe attacking. So yeah, we're at turn 2 for Alhazard here. His own safe attacking. So this card is your tech 0, tech 1 units get +1 armor when they attack. So this is actually a way for birds to... So this protects birds from tower, interestingly enough. So that tower is not actually a valid solution against safe attacking birds. Nice. But also they get armor when they get buffed by Sensei's Advice anyway, so it's actually hard to utilize tower. Okay, so Savior Monk comes out for EricF. Yeah, Strength Finesse Piece I kind of like because it has 2 really strong bodies of heroes. Like Onimaru is kind of the carry of blue. It just oops. Yeah, so Onimaru is just a good card. Like, it's just very, very strong. Attacker, blocker, his max band is really devastating. It's nice to have 2 of those heroes. So then in case you need to switch an alternate game plan, or like if Rook dies to something, then you can still fire off a max band Onimaru and kind of come back and jump block your whole board. And he has good spells too. I mean, Boot Camp is great. Lots of ways to buff with the white starting deck as well. Okay, quick boulder this time. So this won't help you at all against birds, but a little bit of a gold recount there. Okay, so Smoker makes the decision to hit the Tech 1. They're playing against white starter, but like each, so sometimes a good play is to just soften up the tech buildings for a quick Earthquake. But it's going to be tough for any hero to really go that route just because of Snapback existing. But Earthquake is the ultimate for Rook, and it's deal 4 damage to all an opponent's damaged buildings, and deal only 1 to their undamaged. So it'll, if there's any cracks in the foundation, it just demolishes the building. So you want to just soften them. That way you can do 1 Earthquake and just take them out. And typically Birds and Smoker are a way to do that very effectively. And then because Rook has 2 lives at max band, it's one of the easiest ways to, is like one of the easiest ultimates to cast in the whole game. So EricF gets his Bird's Nest out first and gets Birds into play. Play Tech 2 also in what? Which spec? Piece? So still too much defense to get through the 0-7 Argus Boulder. And the threat is that if EricF attacks with anything and doesn't have patrollers, yeah. So even though Rook can't interact with the birds as patrollers, his midband won't work because the patrol zone still has more than 1 person in it. You guys see how that works? So yeah, he's unstoppable by a patrol zone with only a single patroller, so even killing the Savior Monk with another method. He doesn't have a way outside of Spark Shot, or it's like Grappling Hook Spark Shot or something strange to get rid of the bird. But I don't, yeah, that's not a viable option at this moment in time. So 1 real damage gets through to the boulder, penetrates the armor, does 1. Alhazard has 10 gold. So yeah, even if he maxes out Rook, he can still only attack the Savior Monk. It's kind of fitting this is the Rook song. Like the Rook theme from Yomi or Fantasy Strike. I wonder if I can use that. I could probably use those songs from the fighting game and kind of evade copyright infringement and whatnot. Okay, counter birds happens. But where are they? Nice. And so safe attacking means that birds can't really kill birds. It's really kind of stally. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yep, they're just gonna block each other. Yeah. So this looks like a lot more stable opening. We might get to a more interesting late game here. Okay, so then summons the tower. So now birds will die to birds. So far, neither hero has really invested much into their hero other than just playing the Bird's Nest itself. But because it's a channeling spell, the Bird's Nest goes away if Rook dies or leaves play. But the birds do not. They persist. But if they're killed, they don't respawn. Okay, Drill Sergeant out. That's a way to kill birds too. Okay, so then, yeah, Fortune Cookie birds, they gain an armor, then they get the armor pinged off by tower, then they have Sensei's Advice, so nothing really happens to them. And they kill the lookout slot hero, which is Rook, giving Rook 2 levels. No units have been played from EricF's hand, so Drill Sergeant hasn't actually triggered its ability yet. Do we see a Morningstar Flagbearer from Alhazard? So yeah, since I came out, giving a token to the drill sergeant passed the token over to Savior Monk. So it's now a 3/3 blocker with 1 point of armor from the taunt slot. So pretty tough. Argus Boulder doing its job, keeping Alhazard's backline safe. But River is maxed out, right? So we're maybe one turn away from getting the combo going. If he draws a Smoker in the Garrison, he can draw his entire hand. Or entire deck, rather. So he's going to Senseis. Those birds are exhausted, and they're not blocking those birds. So this is a way to deal with the Drill Sergeant if need be. The Smoker plus Bird can take one out. But what is the priority, though? What's the most important thing to deal with? And Alhazard has roughly 5 attack to distribute as much as in any way that he wants in the backfield. Summons the Big B. I think I know what he's doing. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see what you want to do. So that costs you 3 gold, or 2 gold for the Senseis, right? Yeah, 2 gold because he's not using Rook to cast a spell. Yeah, so Rook goes down because the 2 birds attack it. They're safe. But Rook is dead. Bird's Nest goes away. Rook draws a card. The Rook player draws a card. It's EricF for the Technician slots. But Birds is still in play. And now they're going to start swinging at each other now that the blocking stalemate has ended with Birds. Okay, Smoker puts check 2 at 1. Gilded Glax comes in. Yep, Gilded Glax comes in, goes to the Scavenger slot. So while you have gold in your gold pile, you can't sacrifice him and you can't leave play unless he dies from combat damage, which is probably... The combat damage is pretty likely against White. White's pretty honest. Doesn't have a lot of things that just kill targets or remove units from the table. I mean, he could have killed... Yeah, Rook was a strong thing to kill. He could kill Tech Building, but Rook wasn't max banned yet. And Rook. Like, maybe it's like you don't kill Rook because you have Snapback, possibly, in the next hand. Like, I don't know. It's a tough call. Birds are live, and they got armor from safe attacking, so tower won't even stop them, really. Second drill. Smoker. Yes. Yep. So yeah, the Smoker Infinite with the double Drill Sergeant is you play a Smoker, then you put a token on both Sergeants, move one of them to the Smoker, return them to hand. Yeah, the Drill Sergeant might have been the better target for the bird attack. It's hard to say. The other option was Judgment Day. So I guess I'll explain that combo just again. It's a Drill Sergeant ×2. Play the Smoker from hand for 1, actually for 0 because of Max Band River. You get 2 runes. You put 1 rune on the Smoker, returns to the hand. You drop it down, gain 2 runes. You're basically getting a net 1 rune every time you drop it, so it's literally infinite runes on Drill Sergeant, and then you just toss them all into a bird and it hits base. So that's the combo there. Alright.